Alright, looks like we are good to go. Everything is in proper order today. Good, good, good. Just rearrange my order, that way I can actually see if anyone comes in and says hi. But this is what I have so far. I've been working on it today. A little on and off, but this is so far the sketch we have. And I'm going to continue working on the sketch today, as this is pretty much a brand new piece. But I always like to do my clothing. Now, I know I did the hat with the body sketch, but I do like to do my clothing on a completely different layer with a completely different color. But I'm starting a little bit early due to getting some time off to spend some time with the family. Now that they're gone, I can come here, stream, draw, have a chill time. Alright, so I know some people are probably already tired of my coat drawing, as let's see, how would that work, because it is going to be resting on the wrist. But it's pretty much now, I do have a habit of continuously just making my clothing one continuous piece, and I'm doing my damnedest to kind of negate that. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I am going to be essentially trying to do something of the sort. Because again, my clothing, I don't know if I think I need I do want to keep with the perspective though. trying to throw in some angles here and there with the clothing, because my clothing was looking a little like skin tight, and I think if I want to go a direction, that I would much prefer having my clothing looking a little more cartoonish than not having any having absolutely no flavor or not sure what the word you would call it would be. Now, because I'm on a different layer, I am going to actually draw through the mug, even though it will be erased. Just because I kind of want this whole open jacket thing. You know, it's really funny because, like, uh, adventurers or, like, action poses, having open jackets, not a good idea. Yeah, it looks cool. But not the best idea. So, it's funny that I draw a lot of characters with, especially my male characters, with open jackets when I would never have an open jacket if I need to do something adventurous or something daring, such as uh, an adventure or something of the sort. I'm not gonna necessarily draw the complete thing because again, I actually didn't draw the full well, I did draw the full perspective, but I ended up erasing it. Uh, so there was a little, you know, looking at it, I probably shouldn't have erased the perspective behind the glass, even though it is my intention to have the cup in the foreground. Now, tails have always been this interesting thing with me because clothing and tails. Sometimes Sometimes when you draw stuff, it makes sense. And then other times it's just like, I don't want it to make sense. Hey, Bucky, welcome. Hope you are having a great weekend. But, let's see. I always like the idea of him having a open leather jacket. Um, you got sunburned? Oh, I'm sorry, my dude. Were you out grilling with the family or something? That's not good, my dude. It's funny because I hardly get sunburned. Being of a darker skin tone. It takes a while for me to get sunburned, so um, unfortunately I have. Hey cutie, welcome. I hope you are also having a fantastic weekend. Thank you all for coming by. I am doing pretty good. Just walking through the town. Oof. I'm actually doing pretty good, cutie. Just had some dinner with the family. Um, so they're gone now. So finally have some time to myself to stream. Like, as much as I love my family, boy, are they loud. And if you can kind of guess, I'm not a loud person. So, don't really mesh too well with my own family, but, you know, love them nonetheless. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm trying to remember. I think one of my friends had like a home remedy for sunburn that I can't remember for the life of me. You know what? I should have waited to draw the bottom part of the coat after I drew in the pants. I kind of can. Yeah, we can do that. That can be part of the pants, because leather pants are pretty tight, so I'm not sure about the aloe. Was it aloe? It might have been aloe. You know, the friend I had, she was white, like super pale skin, so she got sunburned super easily, and she was always having to deal with it. So, but of course, me being the dumb self, don't pay attention to things that don't matter to me in the moment. think we'll give him a pretty big belt. I kind of want to get this dude like a skull. Belt buckle, just because he's a little edgy. So, but just erase a little bit up here because I'm getting a little confused. Oops. I don't know if you saw that. I brought up a menu. Okay, then oops, I was doing it again. I was just chasing the you know, I have clothes, I don't know, are weird to me. Because you end up drawing them very, like, very close to the skin, to like the body sketch, but like you don't. There's still like a hovering of it, where you want to make sure that it's not connected to the body, and I keep forgetting about that. Like certain parts are really closer to the body, like this part, because it would be full taut, but like this one, I should have. Done something like that, just so like the clothes have some life. That's the word I was looking for. They're not just static. They're not just like body paint you draw on a person. Like they're almost living in of themselves. Like they have their own direction that clothes kind of go in. now that I have that, I do want to change the direction of this to accommodate for the belt. Probably a little too round. That's good. That's good right there. Alright, then kind of doing the same thing here. Where going to end up covering up this portion, but I want to get all that feel of it's kind of hugging the body. I don't know how long I'll be on today. You know, I say this every stream, but because again, Mondays are my worst days. I probably will cut it off a little bit early. How does that look? Maybe instead of having it like that. Kind of have it do it the same thing where boop, then it kind of just starts tapering back following. Okay, I think I like that a little bit better. Having a slight curve for the leg. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, and then you know what? We can have a little bit of a wrinkle here. Because there is excess clothing that is being folded. And he's kind of sitting on it. Yeah, that's just the little bit of life that you want to give the clothing. That way, you know, it doesn't look like my character is able to control the fabric of his clothing at every given point. He's not a clothmancer. And I don't think I'm going to accommodate for the tail. Simply because clothes and tails don't make any sense to begin with. So I'm just gonna leave it to the imagination of what's going on behind him with his tail. Probably not. Simply because, you know, my schedule just won't allow me to. Without me dying, that is. You know, as much as I love streaming and I love interacting with you guys, like, I do have to keep in mind that I have work in the morning, so maybe one day where, you know, that would be the dream. being able to draw and make comics full time, and then like still stream a little bit and kind of showcase my work, then I wouldn't mind doing a little bit more. But yeah, as of right now, probably not. I just, the responsibility hanging over me that I still have a job that I need to attend kind of limits me on how much effort and how much I can actually put into these streams. As it is, I started these streams simply just as a way to make sure that I stay honest to myself and actually get some drawing practice in. The fact that I even have regular viewers is a blessing in of itself. It's amazing that you guys make it to like 9 out of 10 streams, if not more. Maybe one day, maybe one day. That is the dream, right? Like, I still have so much I need to take care of for tomorrow that I'm just like, oh, pushing it off and pushing it off. I want to make sure that that perspective is still kept, of the tapering perspective. Let's see. I'm going to have him shirtless, because that was a big thing when I played the character. Oops. It's funny how much my game master hated me playing this character, but also loved it. Back when I was playing this character. Alright. I don't know how cartoonish this skull is going to come out, since I've never, ever drawn like a human skull before. We're going to give it a shot. Ooh, off to a bad start. When your human skull has edges. Like most of my uh, knowledge of the human skull uh, is from my lessons of anatomy, learning how to draw as of recently. So, you know, there's that. I've never intended on studying the human skull. Is that how this works? I know I'm drawing a completely like looking directly at me profile, a straight on profile, and he is turned to the side, so I may need to fix that perspective. But hey, you know what? If I just get rid of these lines right here, it ain't the worst. Oh, you know what? I really do appreciate that, you saying that, cutie. Because, you know I'm not like a professional streamer. Heck, I can barely even keep my voice active for like 10 minutes without it dying. But, you know, hearing people even appreciate the amount that I do is very comforting. And boy, do I suffer from the voice thing. It's quite hilarious how much that I lose my voice. Simply because I talk to you guys so much. You know what? For now, I'm gonna leave the skull. I'm gonna make a note. Use a reference. For skull. And I will, when I have time, I will look up a better reference to kind of utilize. Utilize? That's the word. So I'm just going off of memory there, not actually using a reference. Now, how do inside jackets work? Is a good question here, because I have no idea how this would kind of show up. It would be like something like that, maybe? Where like the sleeve starts. Maybe a little more drastic like that for the perspective. Ah, that's not too bad. I think I'll keep that. Just like that. You know, not perfect, but at the same time, it gives enough of the illusion that it's inside the jacket. I do need to fix this perspective just a little bit. Kind of a straight line. It's supposed to be curving because side view. I don't know how much of that you'll actually see because of the mug in the way, but yeah. Sometimes it's better to draw out everything and then erase that what you don't need. Like here, I can actually start erasing some of this inside. That way I don't get confused with some of the lines. And it will be our little secret that we knew that we drew the entire thing. That's exactly what I did with the hand, the arm up here. I ended up drawing it completely, and then I drew the mug in front, and I was like, I need to erase some of that. And then I went back and started drawing the chest because I needed to map out his muscles. And then I was like, maybe I should have kept the hand just for a reference. That's fine. Now, see, this character is supposed to be really gaudy and full of himself, and I'm wondering if I should put a bracelet on his tail. Something like that. Just the one. Oh, and then he has a very special necklace, which I do want to incorporate. I did that perspective backwards. I always do that. This side is the less rounded side. This side. Oh, I need to make sure to kind of round it out more on this side. Flat on this side, that way. Keep that perspective. Oops. I keep selecting the wrong tool today. Like, I am really all over the place today. Mug of beer? It is a mug of ale. Yes, there is a mug of ale here. He is a very heavy alcoholic. just has a necklace with a spiral on it. Let's go ahead and make this like a kind of the rope we were using in the Monster Hunter Girl drawing. Sort. I'll probably draw in more detail the medallion. But because this was my old D&D character, I wanted to pay homage to the D20. Which I don't know how to draw. I think it's like... something like that. Is there anything else I want to add to his clothing layer? Just add like the little dots for the belt. Not really important, but it's a nice little detail. I already drew the hat, which should have been on this layer, but I got excited and really wanted to draw a tricorn hat. The other thing I also drew was his eye patch. But as far as a character, he was pretty naked. Oh, maybe I can give him some earrings. Like all up his... because he is supposed to be really, really gaudy. I can kind of do this thing here. I don't think he would have any facial piercings. Just because he was very proud of his face. Ooh, you know what we can do though? Because he is missing an eye. I don't know if I had this in his actual character, but we can get like a scar. I don't know why I'm doing this, because scars are awful to draw in. Like trying to keep it rugged, where it's not like uniformed for his scar. Are you going to add some print on his eye patch, or will it just be a plain color? I was going to keep it plain. But yeah, I think it's better plain because again, like he even though he had an eye patch, he was very proud of his face and he wouldn't want something deterring away from his handsome face. Although that wayward line is driving me crazy. Because I also don't know what color skin I'm going to give him. So depending on the color skin I go with, I may go like a red color for his skin. Or I may just go regular human pale, like beige, or whatever human skin is. Oops. Oops. Alright, I think we're pretty good with the clothing there. So, with that, I think the sketch is pretty much done. Other than fixing his skull on his belt. I could be pretty cheesy with him though. Aw, you probably won't see it though. We can indicate ever so slightly a heart tattoo. Just to add some cheese to him. then I don't know how to draw this feather better, but you know, I did my best. Drawing a feather in perspective was kind of hard, not gonna lie. Ooh, you know what? This jacket needs a cuff, though. You know, I've been drawing collars for my jackets, but I haven't been drawing cuffs. Which are like the collars for the hands. I need a stronger perspective on that. We can get right up in there. Try to clean this out just a little bit to show that it is more of one piece. And then this hand is completely covered by the mug. Overall, I like how, like, you did a good job, not gonna lie. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was gonna say, like, I always love how my sketches come out. And then once I start coloring it, I get so upset that it's not as good. So, maybe my job is future sketch artist and nothing more, because I can do a mean sketch, but once I actually start getting into the digital art part and like filling it in with color and mapping it out correctly, I don't know. I always feel like it loses its quality. So I don't know. Maybe it's all those lines make it look good. But yeah, I do need to go back and redo the hair. I do need to pull in a reference for dreads, because he has braided and dreaded hair. I think that's how you spell dreads. Because I kind of just flopped them where I thought they would be. And now that I'm thinking about it, I probably need to get rid of these front ones and have it coming around the back of the ear. But I am, you know, now that I'm putting like folds in my clothing, it does seem a little more alive. So it's not as stiff of a drawing, which was one of my biggest problems when I was drawing. So definitely enjoying that. Okay, so overall, we spent an hour and got the clothing done. Now tomorrow, I probably won't have time tomorrow. I'll see if what I can do. I'll try to finish, if I have time tomorrow during my lunch break, I will try to get the line art done, and then on Tuesday we can start coloring it. Sounds like a plan, depending on if I actually get it done. But again, because tomorrow's Monday and Mondays suck, and I have to be in work super dead early, I don't want to go too crazy on time, so I'm just gonna cut it here. Thanks Vucky and Cutie for coming by. Always appreciate you stopping by and popping your heads in. Vucky, hope you're doing well with that sunburn, my dude. Take care of it, okay? But with that, I'm going to call it here. And because I suck at outros, I'm going to just end it here. Good night, everyone.